We have a solution for that. Give me that. Give me that. Angelic Ingenious Supplies.
What's up, Spikes? We're back. This is game 2 with Precons, with a twist. We've upgraded the Precons, courtesy of Aaron, our resident excellent deck builder. And so while we're going through deck intros, you're going to hear Aaron talk about how he upgraded these decks. We picked 10 cards, $50 budget for each deck. So if you want to upgrade them, these are Aaron's recommendations.
For better or worse.
For better or for worse. If you want to talk about better, though, GameGenic, our sponsor, a huge thanks to them. If you look at the table here, you've got 3 GameGenic mats, right? 1, 2, 3, along with GameGenic sleeves and a whole bunch of cool stuff in the background behind me. GameGenic sponsors the channel, and they're very generous, and they really help us out with making really cool stuff. Mm-hmm. So huge thanks to GameGenic. Go check them out. Best accessories in the world for card gaming, board gaming, whatever kind of gaming. Dice gaming, they do that too. Anyway. The 4th mat is a little bit different. You'll notice this one. Maddie, why don't you tell us about this?
Sure. So this is Spike Peter's cereal. This is our Kickstarter we have coming up in August. I think by now we should have a pre-save launch date, so you can check that out in the comments. But yeah, we're featuring this playmat illustrated by Mike Burns, who did the Just Add Milk Secret Lair. And we'll have a lot of cool add-on items that are all based on things you would find in a cereal box. So check it out.
Yeah, no actual cereal, though.
No cereal.
No cereal.
Yeah.
Anyway, Maddie, you're going first. What are you playing?
Yeah, so I'm going first today. I'm playing Zhulodoc, Void Gorger. It is a colorless, mostly Eldrazi deck that has a lot of Cascade and big spells and big damage. So that's what we're doing.
So for Madison's deck, we swapped out some of the more filler type cards for more colorless spells that hit the the magic number 7 that we're trying to get the Cascade. So we have bigger editions like Void Winnower, Ugin the Spirit Dragon, and then cheekier editions like Mirror Enforcer, which circumvent actually having to pay 7 mana, while also trying to make it so you have enough mana to cast these spells in most of the changes.
Mm-hmm. Sounds very cool.
Hi everybody, my name is Alex and today I'm playing Commodore Guff. It's a Planeswalker tribal deck. We're going to play some Jeskai beaters, try to get a bunch of loyalty counters on everything, and overwhelm with value. For the Planeswalker deck, we tried to add new Planeswalkers that were good at protecting themselves and or affecting the board in multiplayer. Some Planeswalkers don't translate super well to multiplayer, but we added Planeswalkers like the Eternal Wanderer, Teferi Master of Time, and Elspeth Tirel, who do double duty protecting themselves while also controlling the board. And we've added a couple more things that help proliferate and control counters on our Planeswalkers to hopefully ultimate them sooner than later. Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Sliver Gravemother. It's a pretty standard Sliver deck. I'm going to try to play as many Slivers as possible to kill as many as my opponents as possible, as fast as possible. Very fast and furious, if you will.
I will.
For the Sliver deck, we try to, again, remove some of the more filler type cards and add the more standout Slivers and things to support the fact that we're playing a heavy creature or one creature type deck. So we added stuff like Homing Sliver, cards like Patriarch Spinning, and Kindred Summons to, again, leverage the fact that we're playing almost all one creature type.
Nice. I am playing Anikthea, Hand of Erebos, and when I say this is a standard Enchantress deck, I mean like Theros standard. It's Abzan Enchantress. If you watched last game, spoiler alert, Doomwake Giant real good in this deck. Doomwake Giant also really good in Abzan Constellation way back in Theros standard. So I'm going to try and flood the board with enchantments. This is it's a reanimator deck, so we want to try and maybe mill some of them and get them out of the graveyard and into play. So we're playing some bigger enchantments than you might see in a regular Enchantress deck.
So try to take advantage of writing bigger, flashier enchantments that are attached to non-aura enchantments. So cards like the War in Heaven, which is featured from the Warhammer 40k decks, or Nylea's Colossus, or Song of the World Song, another big enchantment that leans into Populate, which happens to be very good with making a bunch of 3/3s. Mm-hmm. As well as more staple type enchantment cards the deck was missing, which was very few. Mm-hmm. So,
cool. Well, Madison, you won the die roll.
All right, so I'm going to go first. Okay, draw a card. And I will play a Bonder's Enclave and pass the turn.
Right on. Draw for turn. Play an Island. Pass the turn.
Draw one. Oh, I'm going to play a Path of Ancestry. That's a nice ticket. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw. I'm going to play a forest, and I will pass.
Okay. Draw a card. Play a Reliquary Tower and cast a Lightning Greaves. Pass the turn.
Good start, Maddie.
Good reprint.
Draw a card. Play ourselves an Interplanar Beacon. Pay 1, 2, 4. Thrummenbird. Pass the turn.
I'm going to draw one. I'm going to play an Unclaimed Territory. I'm going to choose Sliver as my creature type, to no one's surprise. I'm going to pay 2 and play a Pillar of Origin, and also choose Sliver as my creature type.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay.
Mana's looking real good this game so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it like to have a perfect mana base?
So far, it is perfect, which is hard to say in this deck.
I'll draw a card. I'm going to play a swamp and cast a Destiny Spinner. Creature and enchantment spells I cast can't be countered. I'll pass.
That's neat. Untap. Draw a card. Play a Wastes and play a Mirage Mirror.
Ooh, very
3
nice.
mana.
2 Lightning Greaves.
Yeah.
And pass the turn.
Lightning's Grieve.
We'll play a Plains as our land for turn and tap 1, 2, 3 for a Spark Shaper Visionary. It's got, at the beginning of combat on my turn, choose any number of target Planeswalkers I control at the end of turn until end of turn. They become 3/3 blue bird creatures with flying, hexproof, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, scry 1. Well, my Phyrexian Horror says 1 damage to Slivers.
I do like that it is a Phyrexian now.
Yeah.
39.
Cheers, your turn.
Untap, including this Pillar of Origins that I put into play tapped for no reason. I will draw a card, play an island, and I'm going to play Capricious Sliver, which I believe is a new one. If not, maybe I just missed it. It's a 3/3. Slivers you control have whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Exile top card of your library. You may play that card this turn.
Whoa.
That's
good.
yeah.
That's a cool one.
Whoa.
I also scry one off my Path of Ancestry, which I almost entirely didn't miss. I'm going to put that one at the bottom.
Nice.
All right. Go ahead.
I'll untap. Draw a card. I'll move to combat. That's a 0/5?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Yeah,
What?
It's got a lot of toughness.
I mean, he's just a guy.
Just a
little guy.
Just a little guy.
It's not even a lit, it's a huge butt.
Yeah.
Look at that stance.
And it makes 3/3 birds. You know how big of a bird you have to be a 3/3?
About Planeswalker
They
size.
trade with beasts.
Oh, that's right.
That's a big bird.
Big bird.
How the beast jumping up that high?
No, it's coming in.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Dive bombing.
I'm going to play this Selesnya Sanctuary, bouncing this swamp to my hand, and I will pass the turn.
All right, untap. And draw a card. All right, play a Waste and tap 2 mana for Endless Atlas, which doesn't do anything yet.
Ooh, you're closer this time, though.
Yeah. And I'll pass.
Okie dokie. Untap. Upkeep, draw. We'll play this island. We'll use island to activate Interplanar Beacon, adding red-white. Add a blue. Add something else. It's Commodore Guff. Go to 41 off Interplanar Beacon.
Oh, yeah, right. That gains life.
It sure does. Don't worry, I'm not scared I'm going to forget it. And we'll go ahead and tick up Commodore Guff, making a wizard. We're going to move to combat and send 1 over at Jimbo there.
No blocks.
Sounds good. Take you to 39. And we'll pull a little rate. Add a counter. And pass turn.
That was a good Zoidberg.
Thank you.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to play a mountain. I'm going to start off by adding a red and a white off my Path of Ancestry to cast Cloud Shredder Sliver.
Oh, that one's really good.
So it's going to let's scry 1 off the Path of Ancestry. I do want that one. So it gives my Slivers flying and haste.
Yeah, that's like one of the best slivers of all time, actually.
Move to combat.
Yeah.
I would like to send the Capricious Sliver at Madison and the Cloud Shredder Sliver at Guff.
Guff to 6.
All right, I'll take it. 3?
Yeah. Trigger my Capricious Sliver's effect. Exile this Mana Weft Sliver,
Ooh.
which I'm going to
that's good.
choose the cast. What a surprise. And because I have haste, 2 mana, I'm going to play a Crypt Sliver that gives my Slivers tap, regenerate to target Sliver.
We're maybe
Again.
in trouble here.
Crypt Sliver, new art, Plot
Yeah.
Sliver. No,
I haven't
new
even
art.
played a creature yet.
You know, we're doing pretty good so far. I'm going to pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. I'll play a Tainted Field. You know him. You love him. It's Composer of Spring.
The best card of the deck?
That's a 1/3. It's got Constellation. It makes me put lands into play when I cast enchantments. I think I'm just going to sit back there and pass to Maddie.
All right, untap that. Draw a card. I will play a Mage Ring Network, and I don't have enough mana yet, so I'll pass the turn.
Hanging on by our teeth over here. All right. We'll play a Plains. We'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Inexorable Tide.
Oh, that card is so good.
Petit peu. Well, +1 Commodore Guff. Add a wizard. Move to combat. At the beginning of combat, I will make Commodore Guff into a hex-proof flying 3/3 bird that's still kind of a planeswalker, but not actually.
Somebody heroes downfall it.
Right now.
I guess that hits planeswalkers anyway.
It's also got hexproof. Yeah. Let's swing
do?
3 in the air at Aaron and 1 in the air at Jim.
I have no blocks.
I have no blocks. This is 3 commander damage.
Yeah, 3 commander damage. Don't forget
Please
it.
track that.
Yeah, I will.
Very
You at
important.
36?
Yes.
Okay.
And Jim to 38.
Yep.
Yeah.
In my end step, I will pass the turn.
Cool. Untap.
I'm worried about the Aaron situation. Anyways.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the problem is here.
Good. He doesn't understand what the problem is. We might be in the clear.
Yeah, we're okay.
Hey, sorry, friends. I forgot to flip my proliferate.
Ah,
Oh, that's a good
right.
one. Be more careful next
Yeah.
time.
I will be more careful.
Hey, watch out. I guess I'm just gonna move straight to combat. Nothing flies.
Not that
Well,
blocking.
this so Thrumming Bird. Madison tried this trick last time. I see a flyer now. But do you want to lose Mirage Mirror for it? I
Nope.
guess. All right. Well, this
I don't.
Capricious Ifrit's coming at Madison again.
Bridges Sliver?
Sorry.
He said Capricious Ifrit.
Oh. Yeah. Where's the Ifrit Sliver? The flip coins save Sliver.
Yeah.
Okay, so Capricious Sliver's going at Madison, and then sending the Cloud Shredder at this line doesn't get reach, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. And yeah, this hits that gem.
All right, I will take 3.
I'll
Out of
take 1.
34.
Perfect.
37.
2 Capricious Sliver triggers, exiling, raise the Palisade, and Hatchery Sliver.
Ooh.
Hatchery Sliver has replicate 2/2 with replicate. Each sliver you control has replicate equal to its mana cost.
Oh, no.
That's weird, but I'm into it. I have till end of turn, right? Okay, so 1 and 1 is Hatchery Sliver. I don't think I want to replicate. Hatchery Sliver, scry 1 off of Pathfinder History. Bam, don't want that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna raise the Palisade. Choose a creature type, which is going to be Sliver. Return all creatures that are to the chosen type to their owner's hands.
I don't have any creatures.
Return these.
Okay. And then I'm going to play a Nomad Outpost for my land for the turn.
Sure.
Actually, yes, Mad.
I'll pass the turn.
You mad? Untap. Draw a card. Pay 2.
Yeah.
Composer of Spring.
Yep.
He's back.
Crazy.
Yep.
Pay another 2. Cast Destiny Spinner. Trigger Composer of Spring.
I'm just doing you a favor.
I will put this Golgari Rot Farm into play. I'll bounce this forest, and I'll play a land for my turn.
Sure.
Then I'm going to pass.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I'm going to flash in this Skittering Cicada.
What is skittering?
It has flash, and I can cast colorless spells as though they have flash. When I cast a colorless spell until end of turn, this thing gets trample and +X/+X, where X is the spell's mana value.
Oh!
Whoa.
And I will also tap to put a, what am I putting? Net worth storage counter on this thing?
Sorry, if you cast with, is it when you cast with flash or anytime you cast?
Whenever I cast it.
That's going to be big.
And then I'll start my turn.
Oh, she can make a second one with Mirage Mirror, too.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
That's +6.
Yeah. All right. Play wastes.
Uh-oh.
This thing's online now. Wow. It's amazing.
It's all coming up, Madison.
Yeah. Okay, 6 mana. I cast this thing.
Yeah. Your bug gets +6.
Yeah.
Equip.
Uh-huh.
Your things are due to attack you, Aaron.
15.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll take 15.
Whoa.
Okay.
21.
21.
You'll love to see
7
it.
commander damage.
Yep. Let's see. End of my turn.
Okie dokie. Yep. Untap, draw. We'll pay 1 for Sol Ring. Proliferate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Seems
about that part.
good.
Pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll cast Deploy the Gatewatch. Look at the top 7 cards
yeah.
in my library. Put up to 2 Planeswalker cards from among them onto the battlefield.
I really hope
Onto
you
the
hit too.
battlefield?
Really good.
I really
Onto the
hope you hit
battlefield.
too.
Get the Jace that draws us cards. I need that.
I'm also fine with that, Jace, actually. Oh,
Did you hit nothing?
Does that whiff?
My favorite
Got
one!
it.
Yeah, for those of you at home, Aaron put this in despite Alex's protests.
I love this card.
This card's, how do you not like Comet?
I can read.
You don't have to put it into play.
I know, but I'm off. Deploy the Gatewatch will have comment. Stellar pup interplay.
He's stellar.
Did you hear the derision in Alex's voice?
Yeah, did you see the look on his face?
Oh, I wouldn't want to look at my face
Comment
right now.
stellar pup.
Okie dokie, folkies. We're going to go ahead and play 0 to roll a 6-sided die. That's a 5.
I love
Sorry, I've just got to take my PhD in cometology here real quick. That means that I can deal damage equal to the number of loyalty counters, which is 5 to target...
Did you say cosmetology?
To target Capricious Sliver.
I would like to regenerate.
Oh, it's so good.
Tap it, please. Remove it from combat.
Yep.
It is removed from combat.
Okay.
It has been removed.
Did you take all the damage off of it?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Good.
Then I will +1 Commodore Guff to make a wizard.
More like Commodore Guff.
Commodore.
And we'll put a counter on Comet Stellar Pup past turn.
That's so funny.
So you put that counter there, Alex. You enjoy it.
That's why we really put it in the deck just for the jokes.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Who doesn't like Comet? Come on.
Anybody who likes good cards.
That card's sick. I was seeing playing Legacy.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm drawing a card.
For what? Oh, the return target.
It's just a good boy. Anyway,
Value. Yep.
He's a good boy.
I'm going to play Icon of Ancestry. So it comes into play, I will choose Sliver.
Oh, not
So Slivers get... You know what? Maybe not. Slivers get +1/+1.
Sure.
And I can pay 3, look at the top 3 cards in my library, and reveal a creature card from the chosen type from among them, put it in my hand, rest of the bottom of my library. In any order. Probably not activating that ability. But move to combat. Never attacking Comet because he's my precious boy. However, Capricious Sliver will keep attacking Madison. Yeah, you have a million...
I guess
you
I
attacked me
did.
for
Like, you know what? I
37
was going to
last
get
turn.
upset and protest, but I'm like, I deserve it.
I will attack Commodore Guff for 3.
Okay.
No, that's not true. This is going Madison.
Okay.
I've already made that blood pact. This is going Madison. I'm attacking Commodore Guff for 3, and then you for 2.
Me for 2?
Yeah, they +1/+1. Yeah. So Cloud,
wow.
the Cloud Trigger's coming at you. I have 2 Capricious Sliver triggers. First is Herald's Horn. Second is Descendant's Fury. I can't cast both, so I think it's just the Horn. I'm going to cast Herald's Horn. So 1, 2. Tap the Crypt Sliver for a mana. The cast Herald's Horn. I will again choose Sliver. That makes him cost 1 less. And Big Mouth Keep, I may reveal the top card. Or look at the top card of my library. If it's a creature of the chosen type, I may reveal it and put it in my hand. Other than that, I will play a Irrigated Farmland for the turn, and I will end my turn exiling Descendant's Fury.
Okay.
All right.
I'll untap. Draw a card. Well, I'm going to tap 4 to cast Felidar Retreat. And this is a fun little interaction. When it enters the battlefield, it triggers Composer of Spring. I'll put a swamp into play tapped, which will then trigger Felidar Guardian. That makes a 2/2 cat beast.
I'm just glad it's Felidar Retreat instead of Felidar Guardian. You had me scared there for a second.
Yeah.
Crude. I said Felidar Guardian. Didn't
Sure
I?
did.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Felidar Retreat, anyway. I think I'm just going to sit there. Go ahead.
All right. Untap all my stuff. Draw a card. I will play an Urza's Power Plant for the turn. I will tap 6 mana. Play a Dreamstone Hedron. Trigger Skittering Cicada.
Oh yeah,
So
right.
it
That
is
card's still in
an
play.
8/8 with trample until end of the turn. All right, so I'm going to move to combat. You don't have too much power. This will attack Aaron. And this will attack Commander Guff. Or Commodore Guff. Commander Guff.
Well, chop.
All right.
How big is this?
It is an
Cicada?
8/8 with trample.
Yeah. Take it.
Okay.
13.
Aaron's in the danger zone.
Yeah, he is.
I could block, but I'd rather keep up the regenerate.
I think that's the end of my turn.
Okie dokie. We're going to untap. We're going to upkeep. We're going to drop. We're going to start the turn by paying 2 for Is It Signet. Trigger Proliferate. We're going to pay 1 into Is It Signet. Is It Signet into Interplanar Beacon, adding red-white, which has red-white floating now. And then blue. And then another white. For Sarkhan the Masterless.
That's another way to win the game.
Bye.
Oh, more commander damage.
proliferate some more.
Uh-oh, danger.
And we'll go ahead and -3. So we'll make a 4/4 dragon guy. And so then we'll 0 Comet to roll a 6-sided die.
Tell me you're not having fun.
I'm not having fun. 3. So yeah, since we have nothing in our graveyard that can do that, it just removes a counter. Oh, come back. From our Planeswalker. And then we will add 1 to Commodore Guff to make a wizard. And I believe that's it. That's all. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep, trigger, Herald's Horn. Look at the top card of my library. Ooh, I will reveal a Hibernation Sliver and add it to my hand.
Oh, that's really good too.
And then draw for the turn.
Good.
Synchronized.
It was good.
2 mana. I'm going to cast Hibernation Sliver.
Yeah.
Any effects of Hibernation Sliver.
Sure
that
wish
one
you
do?
wouldn't.
It's pay 2 life, return. Or all Slivers have pay 2 life, return this permanent to his owner's hand.
Oh, sorry, folks. I missed a trigger at the end of my turn. Gonna go ahead and put a counter on Sarkhan
yeah.
from Commodore Guff's ability.
Effects 2, Hibernation Sliver.
Nope.
No.
No.
Alright, Hibernation Sliver is in play. I guess I could have replicated it. I don't know if that matters, but I will scry 1 off my Path of Ancestry. What is this one? Yeah, this is an interesting sliver for this exact situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Constricting Sliver. I would like to remove.
That's the O-ring one.
It is the O-ring. This little bug that Madison has. I think
Yeah.
is annihilating me.
Okay.
Move to combat. What's Madison at here? 31.
I'm gonna get you.
But you keep attacking me for a million, so
I will
that's
keep
very true.
attacking you if you
I will
keep
attack you
attacking me,
I will
so-
continue to attack you with a Capricious Sliver
For 4?
for 4, and then Jim for 3.
All right, take 4.
Yep,
I
I'll
go
take
to
3.
27.
I go to 34.
Okay, I have 2 Capricious Sliver triggers. Reveals Spiteful Sliver Island. So I will play the island, and I believe I'm going to play Spiteful Sliver off of my 3 slivers. So Spiteful Sliver is 2/2 slivers you control have whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah.
that's awfully spiteful.
Yeah, it's a good name for it. I will end my turn.
Okay. We're going to get rid of these slivers. Somehow.
Yeah, for real.
Look at all those slivers.
They're all real little boys, though. You know, I need a bone splitter sliver pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap 4 and cast Eidolon of Blossoms.
Ooh.
That will enter, trigger Composer of Spring. I will not be able to do anything, but it'll trigger itself. So I'm going to stack them so that I draw a card first. Draw a card, no land, that's sad. Then I'll tap 2 and cast Sanctum Weaver. Same deal, I'll draw a card, then Composer of Spring trigger. Oh, we did it. Planes.
Good job.
Trigger Felidar Retreat and make a Cat Beast, and then I'll pass.
Okay, at the end of the turn, I'm going to add 3. I'm going to use 1 to put a counter on this thing, and I'm going to use 2 to draw a card.
That's crazy.
And then I will untap and draw for the turn. All right, I'm going to cast 3, 6, 9, and I'll just tap that for 1 to cast Flare of Loyalties. When I cast this spell, so I'm going to have a bunch of triggers. When I cast this spell, though, I get to gain control of target creature till end of turn. I untap it. Until end of turn, it has base power and toughness 10/10, gains Trample, Annihilator 2, and Haste.
Excuse me.
This card's sweet.
a lot of things.
And I'm also going to have a
You have 2 Cascade triggers.
Yeah, 2 Cascade triggers. So I would like to do those first.
Well, you have to target something for this.
Well, I have to target something first.
Oh, sorry, is
Because
that
it's when I
ETB,
cast
or is
it,
it cast?
and this is when I cast it.
But you have to cast, you have to choose a target still.
When the ability goes in the stack, you got to choose a target.
Yeah.
Synergy
Alex's dragon has flying.
Oh, that's true. Hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Make it a 10/10 Annihilator
It'll
with a
keep
flying.
flying. Yeah, okay, I will target the dragon then. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so dragon's targeted.
Yeah,
and now
targeted.
yeah.
Now we'll cascade.
Okay, so now we'll cascade. So there's the first one. It has affinity for artifacts, artifact land cycling for 2. So I'll resolve second cascade, which is a Bane of Balagad.
God, I love Bane of Balaked.
So when it attacks, defending player exiles 2 permanents they control.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like Annihilator after Annihilator.
Yeah, I say time to move the boots and
Yeah.
get some scoots. So this will resolve
Okay,
after
so now
these
this
resolves.
resolves after. I will get a dragon that untaps and we'll do a whole bunch of things.
Wow.
Becomes 10/10 in the air with trample. Good lord.
All right. I would like to move the Lightning Greaves over to Bane of Balagad.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm going to go to combat. This flying dragon is going to attack Jim. The Bane of Balagad. You have so much life. Actually, Alex has a lot of life. My bad. Hang on. Let me go back here. I'm still traumatized from the last game. Okay, this is going to attack Alex. This is going to attack Aaron. And this is going to attack Commodore Guff.
Okie doke.
Okay, so there's Annihilator triggers first, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Annihilator triggers. In the meantime, though, I'm going to go ahead and exile your commander.
Yep. That's smart.
Okay.
Got you to 34. Proliferate,
Okay, and
go
then
up, go
this
up, go
will
up.
also trigger for
Yeah.
you.
Is there any other Annihilator triggers that people have?
2 for you and 2
2 for me.
exile triggers for you.
Yeah.
Not explicitly Annihilator, but
Yeah, not
close
exclusively.
enough.
We'll do this wizard and this plains.
Okay.
I know it's gonna be this island. Is it just land here? Probably, right? Slivers are better than lands at the moment. Land.
Okay.
Wow.
So then 10 in the air to me.
Yeah, 10 in the air to you.
And then it's
29.
7 to me. Okay, that one I'm gonna block with my spiteful sliver.
Okay.
Okay. Are you regenerating
We'll
it?
tap regenerate it, but it's gonna take 7 damage, which means I can send 7 damage somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I will choose.
Just undo the swords to plowshares, put Madison back in the hot seat.
Maybe. Madison keeps aggroing me here a little bit. I could
I
do.
wonder why?
I could do.
Your board's
Alex
pretty ridiculous,
the
so-
favor of getting rid of the comet.
You would not hear me complain about that, to be honest.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of Sarkin though.
You will hear me complain about that.
You can just untap and attack me. I will die. I currently
Yeah.
cannot live through an attack you with Sarkin.
That's
All right.
true.
So in my second main phase, I'm
Yeah.
going to move this over to Flare of Loyalties.
You get another main phase after that?
So many main phases. I'm so good at magic. All right. Pass the turn. And you
Right.
get this back.
Thank goodness.
This companion is a lot better when you cast it, not when you cascade into it.
Play an island as our land for turn. We'll -3 Guff to start to draw 2 cards and deal 2 damage to everybody.
Go to 11.
Tap 3 for Spark Shaper Visionary.
Oh no, commander damage.
I remember that one.
Tap 2 for Thrumming Bird, Proliferate. Tap 2, Grateful Apparition, Proliferate.
Seems
It's
good.
unfortunate you haven't drawn a planeswalker with an ultimate.
Yeah, that would have been good. Anyway, we're going to activate this dog. 4, deals damage equal to the number of the loyalty counters onto him to creature or player, then -2.
9 damage?
We'll do 9 damage to Aaron.
I go to 2.
That's what you get for putting Comet in the deck.
That card's sick. That card is a 9 damage.
At the beginning of combat on my turn, these become birds.
Oh my god.
I would like to kill you with commander damage, maybe?
Well, it's not quite commander damage.
You're just gonna,
It is commander damage.
Well,
It is
I'm
killing
going to
you.
block the commander. Let the record. I'm going to let Comet kill me.
That's
The record will reflect
let the
that,
good boy
Sounds good.
kill you.
All right, I have no effects to that. Oh, well.
All right.
yeah. Aaron down.
I blame,
That's
I
wild.
blame Madison for this.
That's fine.
You can have your thing back.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I could have won on my own terms. I could have just bounced my slivers.
Yeah.
Tough.
Pass turn.
Okay. I will untap. I'll draw a card. This is good. I now have Aaron's board if I need to expand. Annex his
You can
playmat.
start building houses on my property.
I'm going to tap 5 and cast Doomwake Giant.
You're gonna,
Really?
you're gonna need a lot of Doomwake triggers to kill Madison's board.
Yes.
We're going to try our darndest.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Well, Sanctum Weaver untapped.
I know.
Listen, I'm
So
gonna
is it when it comes in?
I'll point
Okay,
fingers.
so we got a bunch of stuff that happens. When it enters the battle, okay, trigger this, and yeah, okay. So Eidolon of Blossoms, I'm going to draw first. Composer of Spring, I will put a Plains
Okay.
onto the battlefield. Trigger Felidar Retreat, I will put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then Doomwake Giant.
Yes, Doomwake Giant enters and gives everything -1/-1.
Okay.
Got that.
Then I'll play this Tainted Wood, trigger Felidar Retreat, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
Okay.
Then I'll tap 4 and cast Erebos the Bleak-Hearted. Trigger Eidolon of Blossoms first, draw a card. Nothing for the Composer.
You can put creatures into play now, right?
I can put creatures into play now. Okay, so Composer trigger. Ooh, this is about to get out of hand. I'll play this put this Nylea's Colossus into play. Tapped.
Okay.
That triggers the Eidolon
Doomwake.
and Doomwake.
Yeah,
I
so
got
it's
you,
up to
Jim.
3
So
now.
we'll resolve the Doomwake first.
Got you on 3.
Okay, I'll draw a card off the Eidolon.
That doesn't trigger the Composer, does it?
Yeah, it does. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield
Alright.
under my control.
I guess we have all creatures in hand. Then,
Yeah. So Nylea's Colossus entering triggers the Composer. So I'll put another one onto the battlefield, I guess. This time it's going to be Mind Rack Harpy. I'll draw a card. Companion trigger. I'll put Arasta into play. Trigger it again.
It's actually the best card in the deck.
I'll draw a card. I'll put Spirited Companion into play. I'll draw a card. I'll draw a card. Composer trigger again.
What were they thinking making this deck? This is insane.
Scythus into play. I'll draw a card. I'm going to put Athreos into play. I'll draw a card.
That's it.
Now, I would like to tap the Sanctum Weaver. So I don't have anything to put into play off this.
All right.
But I will tap the Sanctum Weaver for, well, say 12 white. I'm going to cast True Conviction. It will trigger Eidolon. I'll draw a card.
That's 9.
It'll trigger Composer. I've got nothing to put into play off the Composer. So I still have 6 white floating.
Yeah.
So with 4 of my 6 mana floating, I'm going to cast Hallowed Haunting.
Okay, goodbye, Flayer.
Goodbye at 10-10.
Trigger
Getting
Eidolon.
doom-waked.
I'll
Hardly
draw
knew
a
you.
card. Trigger Composer. I'm not going to put anything into play. So for those of you that are observant and watching from home, you'll realize that I forgot all my Nihilia's Colossus triggers. So I can't, we can't rewind the tape sitting here at the table, but I've cast at least these 5. So I will double each of the power and toughnesses of this creature, this creature, this creature, and one of my cat beasts. And I believe...
Both of them even, right?
yeah, I think we can get both of them. It's like 60 damage.
Yeah, I think the 2 cat beasts kill Madison and everything else kills me.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's it.
All right, well,
Holy.
if there's one thing we learned today, it's that, wow, enchantment's good.
It's that it kind of pops off. Like I really
does.
wasn't doing a lot until that.
I hate Magic the Gathering.
Hey, that's a good card.
It would have been really nice to play that.
Yeah, it pops off in a really explosive way, right? Like I had 2 2s and 3 3s and kind of flew under the radar because Aaron was flying above the radar.
Yeah. This deck is insane.
Yeah, so
I think like for anybody that's just starting out that wants to buy a Precon deck, this deck is so crazy.
it has a lot of moving parts, especially
Yeah.
if you're new. It's kind of hard to keep track of
Well.
everything. Even us, like all of us looking at Jim do it is kind of difficult. Like, even though the commander is really cool and I like that it plays enchantments at a different angle than normal, it can still just do the regular enchantment part, which is obvious.
I was saying before the game to Aaron, I think if I were to play this deck, rather than upgrading it, I would probably take out a lot more of the classic Enchantress stuff and I would add in more self-mill.
Yeah, lean into the commander more.
Yeah, I think the commander's effect is really cool.
It's super
right?
cool.
It encourages you, rather than to play a bunch of like dorky little enchantments and cost reduction and all that kind of stuff, it encourages you to play big stuff like True Conviction, right? If you can milk True Conviction and put it into playoff, I guess, can you do this?
Yeah, you can.
And put it into playoff with the commander, that is a bomb, right? And then suddenly, once per turn, you're just playing like 6 and 7 mana enchantments. That's cool.
And not only that, but it's a bomb that you can remove with creature removal.
Yes.
Yeah, it plays really, really well. So
Yeah.
within swapping only 10 cards, it's really, really hard to get to that end goal. But yeah, like Jim said, I think, and it's very cost efficient too. Like it's fairly inexpensive to go that route.
I think it's actually cheaper than going the Enchantress route, right? Like, because Enchantress stuff is fairly expensive.
Yeah. Well, this deck comes with all but Argolian. No, sorry, the Reserve Plus one, the 2 mana one from Urza Saga.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It comes with every one, even Dryad Listening Grove.
Wow.
The spread's super good.
Yeah. But I mean, if you've ever played like an Enchantress deck before, that's like how an Enchantress deck plays, right? You play a thing, you get 5 triggers. It's like playing a landfall deck under Omnath, right? You play a thing, you get 5 triggers, play another thing, get 5 triggers. And it just becomes self-sustaining at some point.
I think it's the most tuned, probably the best out of the box, because it doesn't suffer like Slivers. Like Slivers suffer from its mana base tremendously, but it has all the good Sliver parts. This deck has a bit of both. Like the mana, it can afford to have a little worse mana, but the rest of the cards are all there to do what it wants to do. More like the Eldrazi deck isn't so much an Eldrazi deck as it is a colorless deck, and the Planeswalker deck, again, the Planeswalker deck has like pretty good mana with like really good mana rocks. It has like 7 or 8. That part's really, really good, but it's missing. You kind of want black. You kind of want these other colors to have just a little more reach on your Planeswalkers.
Right.
I think the other commander this deck comes with is really, really interesting if you like a particular, specifically Jeskai Planeswalker. Let's say I was a big fan of Chandra. The other commander, I guess, I could build Chandra's. The commander rewards that, which is really cool. Where I think Guff is fine, but only fine.
Yeah, he's a little narrower. In any case, though, folks, I want to just say thanks so much for watching this one. We want to shout out GameGenic for being our sponsor. If you ever want to go grab some products that are going to help you game, go check out GameGenic at your local game store. They've got everything from dice to playmats to sleeves to all sorts of accessories that you might not even be aware of. And if your local game store doesn't have them, ask for their products. We'd also like to shout out our Kickstarter. Go check the doobly-doo. We've probably got some stuff down there for you. And if we don't have it down there, go see us on Twitter. If you're going to look over there to the side, you're going to see some names scrolling past our faces. Those are our patrons that help make this show run. If you want to become one of those folks, just head on over to patreon.com/thespikefeeders. In the meantime, please comment, like, subscribe, and go pet a dog today. Have a good one.